Now I know I'm a little bit late in regards to relevancy for this video, but some very interesting announcements were made last week, and I'd like to talk about them. The first bit of news that has me very intrigued is that 4 separate Beatles biopics are being made, one for each Beatle, and they're all being directed by Sam Mendes and planned to be released in 2027. Sam Mendes is a very interesting choice. I don't know if he'd be my number one, but he has made some movies that I really love. American Beauty, 1917, Skyfall. The dude definitely has some range, so I'm excited to see what he does for the Fab Four. Even though I kind of would have thought if they were doing this whole 4 separate movies route that they would have done 4 different directors for each movie, I think that kind of would have excited me a little bit more. Maybe let Steven Spielberg take Paul McCartney. The Coen brothers could do George Harrison. God, that would be fantastic. And to fall in line with all the jokes I've seen people make on Twitter, we can give Ringo Starr's movie to someone like Gaspar Noé. Keep Sam Mendes for John, and then maybe just cut and paste a couple of things here and there from one of his past films, and then boom, there you go. He barely has to do any work. Quite a few people have also been discussing casting choices for the 4 members of the band, and I'm here to tell you guys that a perfect ensemble cast has already been assembled for these 4 guys. It was about 15 years ago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
You know, it reminds me when the Beatles, the 4 Beatles, us.
From Liverpool?
Yes, we are from Liverpool. We used to play those dark clubs in Hamburg. You remember that, Paul?
Of course I do. I booked them. I'm the leader of the Beatles.
These actors are still around and kicking. Get each one of them. I'm telling you, they'll kill it. I feel like we've been on a huge music biopic trend here in the last 10 years or so. Spanning from British rock bands to American gangster rap, all the way to Norwegian black metal. And while none of these movies have been absolute 10 out of 10 masterpieces or bangers or anything like that, I'm a Beatles fan through and through. Regardless of how they were as people, I owe a lot to these guys for my initial love of rock and roll. And I'd like to think I have plenty of faith in Sam Mendes, so I will probably be there opening weekend for each movie. Me and a couple of buddies actually had a pretty good idea in high school for a Metallica biopic. No, for real, I was going to play Lars, my buddy Cutter was going to play Dave Mustaine, and my other buddy Alex was going to play Kirk Hammett. We soon realized that it took money to make movies, and we didn't have any. The next announcement that has me pretty excited is that on March 14th, both of the original Star Wars Battlefront games are being re-released into a classic collection for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. I was not much of a gamer as a kid. I know that a lot of people grew up playing these games, and I've heard a lot of people say how great they are. Not ever having the opportunity to play these games when I was a kid makes this announcement a little more exciting for me because I get to check it out. The last bit of news that has me excited and shocked me the most is that heavy metal titans Slayer plan to headline multiple festivals in 2024. Well, maybe. It's been over 4 years since the last show of their farewell tour, and I would have thought that each one of them were alright saying goodbye to Slayer and ready to move on. But it's almost like these announcements came out of nowhere, and people are excited. There's a quote that keeps popping up on my feed everywhere that has me a little bit skeptical, though. Kerry King supposedly said this: "I'm as shocked as anyone. I was not called or anything about this. Tom Araya won't even answer my calls. I've been busy getting ready to promote my insanely brutal solo record. I can't believe they are doing this behind my back. I've already been in contact with my lawyers. We will get this settled. Don't you worry." So is Slayer actually going to be playing? Will they be replacing Kerry King? I don't know. I don't know what the drama is between them, but the potential bickering back and forth between these band members has me even more excited than them actually playing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these announcements. Are you excited for these Beatles movies? Are you going to go see Slayer again? Let me know if March 14th you're going to be hopping onto Battlefront. I've been the Metalhead Jedi. Thanks for watching.